Do you know that airplane landing is considered the most dangerous part of a flight, as 50% of all fatal accidents happen whether during the landing or during the takeoff phase of a flight. But still, there are some greatest pilots who have made possible safe plane landings of those airplanes which were at the verge of accidents or a fatal plane crash. So, in this video of Shazistic, I am presenting to you 5 the most dangerous airplane landings of the world. Let's meet them, but before that, if you have not followed Shazistic yet, then follow Shazistic and click on See First to get notified whenever I upload my new videos. Starting from number 1, landing of a roofless airplane. Yes, you might not believe this. It was also hard for me to believe that a roofless plane actually made a safe landing with only one fatality. This incident happened in 1988 when Aloha Airlines Flight 243, due to decompression, a midsection on the roof of airplane ruptured alongside with the cockpit door, and landing such roofless airplane is considered the biggest miracles in the history of aviation, as the pilots also had to bear the unbearable air pressure. This incident happened just after 23 minutes of its departure. We must salute to the greatest pilots for saving the lives of people. Dangerous plane landing number 2. Miracle on the Hudson River. January 15, 2009. A day that every aviation enthusiast cannot forget. It was the day that a commercial narrow-body Airbus aircraft crash-landed into the winter-chilled Hudson River. Upon takeoff, the plane got into difficulty when it encountered a flock of geese. Birds obscured the pilot's view, while passengers became aware of a loud bang and smell of fuel. The bird strike severely damaged both of the aircraft's engines, causing them to fail. The pilots had not any time to go back, so they decided to land it on the Hudson River. It was the clearest spot that the pilots could see, as they had not any other option left. Fortunately, all the people were rescued. So, doesn't this story look like a Hollywood film? That's why a Hollywood film has been made on this Airbus A320. Before telling you more about these dangerous landings by the greatest pilots, what if I will tell you that in this video of Shazistic, I have shared with you a landing of that airplane that survived the world famous Bermuda Triangle. It is hard to believe, right? But this is also the truth that the world witnessed. And you are also going to witness this story of a pilot that survived the Bermuda Triangle. Not only this, but he also made possible a safe landing of that dangerous flight. But I will tell that story to you after explaining this incident. So just have a little patience. Number 3. A smoke cloud appeared in Boeing 747. A British Airways Boeing 747-200 flying from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia was bound for Australia and flying over Indonesia at night with 262 people on board. Suddenly, the slipstream noise was magnified. Fire surrounded the airplane in a ghostly glow. Then, one by one, the engines began to fail until all four stopped. the crew decided to head for Jakarta. That was the nearest international airport at the time, and declared an emergency landing. During this reckless situation, they continually went through the engine relight procedure until when they had cleared the lower limit of the ash cloud, they had success. All four engines relight, and the sand that had sandblasted the front windscreen so badly that the crew could not see through them sufficiently to land the aircraft. The pilots had to cock their heads to the side to look out of the direct vision windows. They are the real life heroes, aren't they? As they made sure the safety of all those passengers and none of the passengers were injured. So, the dangerous plane landing number 4 is going to be revealed now. It is the story of the great pilot Bruce Kiernan. He published his story of surviving the Bermuda Triangle in his book named Beyond the Bermuda Triangle. You can also check it on Google. Luckily, he not only survived it, but also he made a successful landing. For more detailed information, that what he felt in the Bermuda Triangle. And how could he survive the Bermuda Triangle? A place where nothing, no human, no ship, or no plane can survive. I have specifically made a video on the whole story of Bruce Kiernan, the pilot who survived it. You can see the link in the comments below. Okay, so finally, number 5, blind landing. The incident happened with a Turkish airplane, which made an emergency landing entirely being blind. It happened when a massive storm hit the airplane, flying high in the sky, and the windscreen was shattered with hailstones as big as eggs. This torrential downpour of hailstones had left the passengers in such a panic that most had lost the hope of survival. But what would you do if you got stuck in such an airplane that is suffering from a massive storm? Would you be in great panic or think that you can survive this? Tell me in the comments below. Landing the airplane safely in zero visibility is a remarkable achievement that was applauded by many. And all the credit goes to those amazing pilots, as it is not easy to do a completely blind landing.